Today on the channel won't be the first time, won't be the last time I whip out my lizard, but this time it's an Amazon exclusive with Marvel Legends Spider-Man, the Lizard.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, from Spider-Man, we got the Lizard. But for all your lizard needs, better hit up Amazon. But for everything else under the sun, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And you know by now we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there, and we got a lot of comparisons to do as we've been eating pretty good in the lizard department. Todd, you love to eat lizards, right? Love me like a reptile. I agree, a wise man once said, but we're going to dive into it. We're going to start with old Dr. Curt Connors here. Looking interesting. We've seen this one kind of before, but not in this tone. Got to get the most out of your molds and throw a new head in there, and voila, you got a new figure. But we're going to dive through this, and like I said, we'll do some comparisons later on. Spider-Man logo down here, Marvel Legends. Marvel's Lizard, not to be confused with Kyle or Todd's Lizard as well. What's the age? 4 and up. You 3-year-olds, you can't get your lizard out quite yet, but you 4-year-olds, welcome to pull that lizard out anytime you want out of the package. Looking good here. Nightmare Fuel down there. A little bit more on here with Spider-Man. And then on the back, we get a little bit of blurb action. We get some generic stuff on the bottom. UPCs down here, got to have those. But it says Marvel's Lizard. Primal drums and dark rituals fuel the transformation of Dr. Curt Connors into the Lizard, sending him on the hunt to torment Spider-Man. Oh, man. I was trying to think, have I ever seen Lizard fight anybody outside of Spider-Man? Like, was he ever in Daredevil or something? It feels like he probably was. See you later. Deadeye right there. Feels like he was like in the Punisher or Daredevil or, you know, Luke Cage or something somewhere along the way. Am I dreaming that? See you later. Goodbye. Lizard time right here. Basically the Build-A-Figure re-released with some new heads. Always interesting. Looking a little bit like a dinosaur, and I guess that's not a stretch for a lizard, as we know. Ooh, there we go. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. Lizard time. And that's what we do, a lot of lizard time around this part, so I'm sure you guys do as well. It does come with a big, long tail here. You got the articulation right there. Articulation right here, so we get some articulation in that. No extra hands on this guy, though, which is a little sad, I'm going to say. I like a little extra hands every once in a while. Nothing better than a lizard with fists, as we know. You just jam that tail in the back, you just jam it in there. You just stick it right in there. You just power through. It might feel real tight, but you just kind of keep pushing. You'll get that tail in there. There it is. So that really completes the look for him here, I will say, too. That long tail there. But let's dive into the head sculpt. Let's start this bad boy out here. Very dinosaur-like head here. Very dinosaur-like. You got the scales on the top, scales in the face. You got the nose. You got the piercing white eyes. Nightmare Fuel, if there ever was one. Is there anybody home back there? Is he possessed by something? Who knows? Movable jaw is always a game changer, is a must for a character like this. You got that big, long, pink tongue sticking in there. The rows and rows and rows of teeth here. Looking absolutely wild. Love the looks of that one there. Looking very nice. Now, second head sculpt here. There's no movability in the jaw. It's just straight open. But this is not as long of a, is it a snout? What do you call that? What do you call that? Snout is a lot shorter on this one here. A lot more teeth action on this one too, with some long fang-like teeth. Yellow eyes back here. This is probably more akin to what we think with Dr. Curt Connors. This is kind of like a Bizarro World one or a next evolution of the lizard or something. The ultimate lizard, maybe. I'm not sure. But you do get two very distinct different head sculpts here. I don't know. I'm not sure which one I'm going to stick with here. I don't know if I like the longer one or the shorter one. Usually I like the longer ones, Todd. I don't know. You and my wife like the shorter ones for whatever reason. I don't know. You guys, your own people, that's for sure. We do get the lab coat torn and tattered like a young Incredible Hulk almost. But he's got the tattered clothes, of course. Undershirt torn and tattered. He's got a black shirt underneath there. Got the rips in it showing the scales in the chest. Got the purple jeans on. Where do you find purple jeans like this? I feel like this is a 70s thing. You'd see Lou Ferrigno in these things. You'd see the Hulk in them, now the Lizard. Where do I get a pair of purple pants? I feel like I need one for my work collection or something. Torn and tattered throughout, as you can imagine. Got those big, long lizard feet with those lizard toes. Looking very, very long. He's not going to really need a stand. He's got a long base, plus he's got a little tripod back here to keep him sitting down or standing up. He does got a lot of dirt on the ends of his jacket there, which makes sense. You know, lizard going in the sewers and stuff, running through there. That's nice little attention to detail in the paint job department. Arms do go all the way around on this bad boy here. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinned elbows. Hate to report it, but it's true. Pinned elbows. Hands back and forth, side to side. Got those clawing hands. He's going to get you. Some of that kind of stuff. Ready to go. Talked about the movability of the jaw there. Head back, forth, side to side, up and down. Plenty of articulation in that head. You can look straight up in the air if you want him to. And then you also got neck articulation on this one. Traditional ab crunch to get him in a little bit more crouchy positions. Or grouchy. Crouchy. Same thing. He does get a little bit of splits. You're limited a little bit there, but you do get some split action. Thigh cut. Double jointed. Yep, double jointed pin knees on this one, though. Ankles back, forth, side to side. And then you get that toe articulation here. So you can do some lizard maneuverability if you want to on him. But not a bad piece of business. Now, is he going to fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand? That's the million-dollar question. Yep, he'll fit on a stand. If for whatever reason you want a stand for him, you can use those over at Ringside Collectibles using code Kyle to save 10% on your WWE stands. Make sure you get those, as I always say. But there it is. Dr. Kurt Connors, he's back, and he's bigger, badder, greener than ever. Not a bad piece of business, but it's comparison time here. We got to compare him to some of the other lizards, and probably a good idea to compare him to this one. Obviously, it's just basically a straight-up re-release of this with a totally different head. I don't know. I like this one with the long, crazy tongue. That was pretty darn cool. But very similar, just color differences. Instead of the darker green, you got a much brighter green, brighter in the jeans, a little bit more action in the coat. I mean, the same thing. This coat's dirty as well, just like this one was. Very, very similar. Makes sense, though. Obviously, getting the most out of their molds. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid over there at Hasbro. We know what they're trying to do. If you have this one, you got the Build-A-Figure Once Upon a Time, you might want to pass on this, depending on your preferred version of the lizard. That's where we'll go with it there. And speaking of the lizard, here's what I think of more, and I think a lot of people do when I think like back to the Spider-Man animated series. This is kind of what I think of with the lizard. Very similar to this one, but brought to kind of another level of giant lizard action. It's like the evolution of the lizard is what it reminds me of. But this one, was this a Walmart exclusive? I can't remember. It's been like a year or two since this one came out. But then we did get the lizard from the movie not too long ago. One of the more recent, this could be the most recent. One of these two is the most recent lizard. I can't remember. This one never really hit me where I wanted to be hit with a lizard. You know, right in the face, as we know, Todd. But it is what it is. That was what they used in the movie. We went from there. And then we do got Spider-Man. I just grabbed the first Spider-Man I saw on my shelf. I don't know if this is the ultimate one. Might be. Hard to keep track of all these Spider-Man, but you can see this one towers over Spider-Man. Not a bad thing, though. I always like the lizard a little bit bigger. And I guess either way, they're a little bit bigger than Spider-Man. This one, even bigger. But there it is. The Lizard. Marvel's The Lizard. You here for this one? You go into Amazon to pick this up. Obviously, you can play that long game at Amazon sometimes. You might be able to get a flash deal or a deal on this in the future. Let me know your thoughts here. Maybe you don't need the lizard, but let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. So many videos, it'll make your head spin. Make sure you do subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up the video while you're here. And honestly, we got even more content. Can you believe it? It's true. Over on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, your best way to support the channel. Appreciate the support over there. Also have a second YouTube channel with videos every single day. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, each and every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for the lizard, I'm the Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
Hey, hey, come on, get a here, I'm